Kia ora, good evening. A landmark ruling from the Employment Court has found 6 former Gloriavale women were employees and not volunteers, while their lawyer described them as slaves.
The judge said in a typical week, the female workforce in the kitchen produced more than 11,000 meals, and in the laundry they washed 17,000 items.
Today's decision was met with jubilation by the women, but as Kaylee Callahan reports, there's been a defiant response from Gloriavale's leaders.
Since its inception, Gloriavale has been run by men, but today was a win for the women.
We've got 6 very happy ladies here who feel very vindicated.
Vindicated that their time working at the Christian commune was not as volunteers.
The court sees that we were employed. It's massive.
Employment Court Chief Judge Christina Ingalls delivered her landmark decision today, saying, "I find that each of the plaintiffs was an employee while working on the teams. The plaintiffs were born and raised in the community. When they left school, they were offered to work on the teams. They could decide to accept the offer and remain in the community, or decline the offer and leave the community."
Destined from birth, just because they're born female, to end up in these teams, smells like, sounds like, looks like slavery to me.
When I was in there, I often had the thought of, sort of just let us live our life and, what does it matter? But that's a trained response.
The decision could have major ramifications for the reclusive community.
Gloriavale at the moment is built on basically child labour and free labour. That ends with this ruling.
So it's hard manual labour, and that would be all day. If there wasn't time for breakfast, you just wouldn't eat.
The 6 plaintiffs took the case against the Labour Inspectorate and Gloriavale after 2 reports in 2017 and 2021 concluded those who lived there were not employees.
They saw all the things that we see. They just had a different nose smelling it.
The women hope the decision shows family members that they have rights, but believe the leaders will paint a different picture.
Because they all think that, the world's coming to an end and things like that, I think they'll just be thinking this is persecution on the community.
It has to be the end of Gloriavale as currently run, because they cannot continue on using unpaid slave labour.
These 6 women have stood up for themselves and won.
I'm still getting used to the fact that we've actually done it.
Wow, Kaylee, a huge decision today. Now, you've heard from the leadership at Gloriavale. What have they had to say in response?
Well, Samantha, the overseeing shepherd Howard Temple issued a statement earlier today describing the decision as wrong and also confirmed that Gloriavale intend to appeal the decision. Now, he also claims that this could have wide-ranging implications, not only for his community, but other communities around the country in relation to how they decide to live. Now, the Labour Inspectorate told us, the Labour Inspectorate's office told us that the Inspectorate is taking time to consider the judgment before commenting further, and the Associate Minister for Workplace Relations and Safety, Priyanka Radhakrishnan, told us that she is seeking more advice from the all-of-government cross-agency before deciding on what next steps can be taken by the government.
Ngā mihi, Kaylee, thanks so much.